In April of last year, the Lake Erie Monsters, in conjunction with the NHL's Columbus Blue Jackets, announced a multi-year affiliation agreement uniting the Ohio hockey community. And few people were more excited to hear the news than Trent Vogelhuber, a native son of the Buckeye State, if ever there was one.
Okay, I was born at University Hospital, actually, so just on the east side of downtown, and then I lived in Hudson until I was 6 years old, learned to skate at the Kent State ice rink, and played hockey here, obviously, until then, and then I moved to Columbus, and I've been playing in the youth programs there ever since. Obviously went to Miami of Ohio for college, so the other side of the state, but for the majority of my life I've been playing and learning the game in Ohio, all four corners of the state.
A fourth-year forward playing for the Blue Jackets' former affiliate in Springfield, Massachusetts last year, Vogelhuber was thrilled to head home this season.
And there were kind of rumblings of it throughout the second half of the season, but nobody really thought it would happen until maybe a year or two down the road. We did find out with probably a week or so left in the season, so I was obviously trying to focus on the end of the year last year, but I was already getting pretty excited for this season.
But it's not just Trent that's excited about his Cleveland homecoming. So are his parents, Columbus residents Dan and Dawn Vogelhuber.
For us, we were so thrilled because Cleveland is actually where Trent was born, and he lived the first 6 years. And we live in Columbus. He was raised in Columbus. I feel like he's almost the poster child for the organization, born here and raised in Columbus. Plus, we live 2 hours away, so it's selfishly we're thrilled to have him so close.
His return to Northeast Ohio notwithstanding, perhaps Trent's biggest hockey thrill to date was being drafted by his hometown Columbus Blue Jackets in 2007, a moment that his mom says was special, not only for the Vogelhuber family, but for the entire Ohio hockey community.
At the time he was drafted, hockey was not what it is now in Columbus, and so when he was growing up in youth hockey, everybody said a kid from Columbus is not going to be drafted and just forget about it, you don't worry. And Trent's attitude was always, well, somebody has to be the first kid. And then when it actually happened and he was the first kid drafted, it was just, we were over the moon about it.
From when I was little to now, there's such a huge difference. When I was in the youth teams and we'd play teams from Detroit or Chicago, you know, it was pretty usually lopsided, and now the Columbus teams and the Cleveland teams are winning nationals and doing competing, you know, worldwide. So it's pretty cool to see, and it's special for me because, you know, being one of the first few guys to come out of the Columbus especially, but the state of Ohio in general.
The Monsters out to a fast start. Vogelhuber says taking the ice in Cleveland is a big reason why.
Well, it's great. I mean, we saw it this weekend. Just the crowd here was probably the best AHL crowd I've ever played in front of, and they're loud. And I think we're establishing this as a really difficult place for away teams to play. So it's really great for us. I think everybody's excited about it, not only me. The crowd and the city have been great so far, and we're looking forward to it continuing this season.